Big news, big news, big news. Marc-Alexis Cote, the vice president executive producer for the entire Assassin's Creed franchise, or should I say the former vice president executive producer for the entire Assassin's Creed franchise, has quit his job and left Ubisoft. And I think I know exactly why he left the company that he had been working for 20 years, and it gets juicy. First and foremost, Marc-Alexis Cote started out as a programmer and level designer at Ubisoft Quebec. He joined the company back in 2005 and blah 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 blah. Yes, the rest is history. The funny part is that he is only credited for really working on a few small projects. They even say that he worked on Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands, and that went, well. The only mainline Assassin's Creed game that it seems he made was Assassin's Creed Syndicate. It appears that the reason he left was because he wasn't really going to be in charge anymore, because Ubisoft has a new subsidiary called Vantage Studios that was officially launched on the 1st of October 2025. And I looked up Vantage Studios. From what I read about them in an article, Vantage Studios is less centralized, which essentially means there's no centralized authority that makes all the decisions for everyone. A little amount of evidence about this is the fact that the Vantage Studio was named by a vote from all the employees, and even though Marc-Alexis Cote was offered a leadership position at Vantage Studios, he declined it and left the studio. And to that I say good riddance, because even though he was with the franchise for a long time, he's a very controversial person, and there's a lot of allegations of bad things that happened under his watch. So he left because he most likely saw that he wouldn't have as much power as he used to. If you didn't know, Marc-Alexis Cote is the one who's responsible for the next 5-year roadmap of Assassin's Creed. All the stuff that were announced, including Assassin's Creed X, was a part of the roadmap. I won't go into detail about it, but it's too soon to wonder if all that will change or maybe get cancelled. I think another reason why they made him VP of AC is because it seems that he was the only person who had ideas that the higher-ups wanted. And take that with a grain of salt, because we all know that there have obviously been way better ideas than his that were created in the AC team, but that probably got shelved or flat out ignored. There is light at the end of the tunnel. The reason I say this is because Assassin's Creed is going back to the loving hands that birthed Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is back at Ubisoft Montreal, under the watchful eye of Dobby McDevitt, and after doing some research, Ubisoft Montreal is responsible for most of Assassin's Creed's most successful games, from AC1 to Unity, Origins, and apparently Valhalla. This is a good example of why things went south, and to put it bluntly, Ubisoft Quebec ruined everything and made the worst games in the franchise. Even when Montreal bailed them out with Origins, they ruined everything again with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and then again with Shadows. The only thing people have now is questions. We're all wondering what is the future of the franchise. From my perspective, I think things are still going to be more or less the same. I don't think a lot will change, but with the departure of Marc and the launch of Vantage Studios, some changes should be expected, but to the degree at which things are going to change is something I have no idea about. I would love to say that Assassin's Creed is safe now, but we have zero evidence of that. The Black Flag remake is still on its way, and they have been reported to be removing some key things that were in the original Black Flag game, and we have no idea on the ETA of Hex. So right now, it seems that Ubisoft is having a lot of internal issues that they need to sort out before anything. If you ask me, this could even mean that we might see another delay. But the one thing I'm happy about is that Assassin's Creed is back home where it belongs, at Ubisoft Montreal. And with that, this is the Chilly Man signing off. I thank everyone for watching. Peace out.